Now the second part of that question says, determine a formula for Tn. Determine a formula for Tn. So Tn is equal to AR to power n minus 1. Which means for us to find the formula for Tn, we need to know the common ratio, which we already have, and we also need to know the value of A. Now the question is, how do we find the value of A? So because we have already found the value of R, we can use either term number 3 or term number 4 to find the value of A. Now let's use T3. We say T3 is equal to AR squared, which is equal to 20. And R, we already found there, R is 2. It therefore means we will have A, in the place of R, we write 2. But this 2 here is squared. And this will be equal to 20. And then we therefore say 2 squared is 4. 4 multiplied by A will give us 4A, which is equal to 20. And we divide both sides here by 4. And therefore, A will be equal to 5. Which therefore means Tn, going back to our Tn, which therefore means Tn will be equal to, in the place of A, we write 5. Multiplied by our R is 2. And this 2 is to exponent n minus 1. And this is how we find the general term. Now we can check with term number 3 if this is correct. If we talk about T3, check in this answer here. If we talk about T3, it means in the place of n, we will write 3. We'll have 3 minus 1, which is the same as 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2 squared is 4. 4 multiplied by 5 will give us 20, which is what we have given originally. I hope you are enjoying this up to now. Now let's go on and move on to the next question. I like these combinations. The next question. The following sequence has the property that the sequence of numerators is arithmetic and the sequence of denominators is geometric. Now let me write down the sequence. It's 2 over 1, negative 1 over 5, and negative 4 over 25. The sequence of numerators is arithmetic, so it must have the common difference. And the sequence of denominators is geometric, which means it must have a common ratio. Now, before we even look at the question, what is the common difference on top for arithmetic sequence? Remember, we are going to say T2 minus T1 must be the same as T3 minus T2. T2 is negative 1 minus 2, which must be the same as negative 4 minus negative 1. And therefore, the common difference is negative 3 for the sequence on top. And for the sequence below, which is geometric, we talk here about the common ratio, and we use the formula T2 over T1, which must be the same as T3 over T2. Now T2 is equal to 5 over T1 is 1, which must be the same as 25 over 5, and therefore the common ratio is 3. Now let's look at the questions. The first question. Write down the fourth term of the sequence. Write down the fourth term of the sequence. Now remember, in my introduction, I said if the sequence is arithmetic and you know the common difference, for you to get the next term, you multiply that you add the common difference to the last term to get the next term, which means the sequence is 2, -1, -4, which means for us to get the fourth term of the arithmetic sequence, we are going to say -4 plus -3, and that will give us -7. And for geometric sequences, we are going to have 1, 5, and 25. With geometric sequences, if you know the common ratio, all that you do is to multiply your terms by the common ratio to get the next term, which means we are going to multiply 25 by 3 to get the next term, and the next term will be 25 times 3, which is equal to 75. Let me just confirm it using my calculator. We say here 25 multiplied by 3 equals 75. Right. So which means the next term, or the fourth term of the sequence, will be equal to -7/75. Right.